just 2 years, President Bola Tinubu's administration has made bold, measurable progress in protecting Nigeria's environment and managing its vast natural resources. From reducing greenhouse emissions to planting millions of trees and reviving the mining sector, the vision is clear: a greener, safer, and more sustainable Nigeria. Here's a breakdown of the achievements from May 29, 2023 to May 19, 2025. In January 2024, the Tinubu administration officially launched Nigeria's Climate Action Plan under the Climate Change Act, with an ambitious goal of achieving net zero emissions by 2060 and cutting methane emissions by 30% by 2030. The government has already made a bold start. By the end of 2024, Nigeria had reduced overall greenhouse gas emissions by 8%. Backing these actions was a real financial commitment: 50 to 60 billion naira allocated annually to green projects through the Climate Change Fund. Nigeria also joined the Global Methane Pledge, and through enhanced regulation and coordination, the country is now a leader in methane reduction across Africa. In November 2023, the Clean Cooking Gas Initiative was launched to reduce the use of firewood and charcoal by millions of households. The goal: to transition 20 million households to clean cooking gas by 2025. As of March 2025, 8 million LPG cylinders have been distributed, reaching millions of families, especially in the rural areas. To make LPG more affordable, the government introduced a 20 naira per litre subsidy alongside support for local production of gas stoves and cylinders. This initiative is already cutting deforestation, reducing indoor pollution, and creating thousands of green jobs across the country.
Environmental challenges including deforestation, desertification, coastal erosion, flooding, pollution, and many other negative impacts of climate change. Lake Chad continues to shrink every year. Livelihood of people continue to be threatened. To promote a green economy in Africa, we must focus on integrating sustainable practices in all sectors of our economy.
Tinubu's administration has also made sweeping reforms in the oil and gas sector by fast-tracking the Petroleum Industry Act. In 2024, 15 marginal oil fields were awarded to indigenous companies, boosting local participation and oil production. The Dangote refinery, Africa's largest, reached 60% utilization by late 2024, meeting most of Nigeria's petrol needs and drastically cutting imports.
The oil and gas industry is experiencing a resurgence on the back of the reforms I announced in May 2024 to address the gaps in the Petroleum Industry Act. Last month, we increased our oil production to 1.61 million barrels per day, and our gas assets are receiving the attention they deserve. Investors are coming back, and we have already seen 2 foreign direct investments signed over $500 million.
Nigeria reduced gas flaring from 11% to 6%, one of the fastest drops globally, saving natural gas and reducing carbon emissions. Transparency, community development, and energy independence are now at the core of the industry. Nigeria has also gone green literally. In 2024, through the Greening the Sahel initiative, over 10 million trees were planted across 10 northern states to combat desertification. Over 500,000 youths, including NYC members, were actively engaged in this campaign, receiving stipends and enhanced training. The federal government allocated 50 billion to the Great Green Wall effort, restoring degraded lands and improving food security. The result? thousands of acres reclaimed, dust storms reduced, and economic opportunities growing from reforestation efforts. The Tinubu administration has launched a major transformation of Nigeria's solid mineral sector. A 7-point solid mineral roadmap was approved in the late 2023, focusing on sustainability, formalization, and value addition. In the first quarter of 2025 alone, the Ministry of Solid Mineral processed 955 new mineral licenses and approved 867 permits, a sign of revived investor confidence. To combat illegal mining marshals were deployed in 2024, leading to 327 arrests, 140 prosecutions, and the recovery of 98 illegal sites. The government also emphasized local refining, establishing processing zones, and generating 6.9 billion in mining revenue in the first quarter of 2025 alone. Over 10,000 new jobs have been created in the sector, with more on its way. In May 2025, President Tinubu approved the creation of a National Forest Guard Force to protect Nigeria's 1,100 plus forest reserves. The new unit, jointly managed by the Ministry of Environment and the National Security Advisor's Office, aims to tackle illegal logging, poaching, and criminal activities in the forest zones. Recruitment is on the way to enlist 2,000 forest guards per state, amounting to over 60,000 jobs for Nigerian youth. These guards will work in tandem with local communities using surveillance, patrols, and conservation education to reclaim our forests as spaces of peace, biodiversity, and prosperity. From reducing emissions to restoring landscapes, from energy transition to forest protection, President Tinubu's first 2 years have delivered measurable, meaningful progress for the environment and the Nigerian people. 8% emissions reduction, 8 million LPG cylinders distributed, 60% refinery capacity at Dangote, gas flaring down to 6%, 10 million trees planted, 955 new mining licenses issued, 60,000 plus forest guard jobs planned. The administration has shown with political will, the right partnerships, and strong community engagement, sustainability is not a dream, it's a plan in motion. The seeds have been planted, and Nigeria's green future is already growing.